So now we go back to the Lebombo Border Post, where operations have fully resumed. Mozambique border authorities have informed the South African border authorities that cargo trucks will now be processed manually. SABC News reporter Nhlanhla Jele is closely following this developing story and joins us now with the latest. So Nhlanhla, cargo trucks will now be processed manually. So what's the latest there where you are stationed?
Good morning to you, Mkolisi, and to the viewers at home. Indeed, now we have moved to the stalls. If you can see behind me, this is where street vendors come and sell their food. I'm just going to bring in Uzandile, who is also a street vendor here at the Lebombo. Uzandile, thank you so much for his katsakosisi no banati namuhla la SABC. We are thengisa la beyivaliwe I-border. Mangasitshela ukuthi niluze imali bekwenzakala nikhathi kunganabantu la.
Lana siluza imali kudla bokubola vele bengathengiswa kahle ngenza be striker saseMozambique yavele ngona lokho ke
manje nifila njani njengoba iborder seyivuliwe?
Sesijabulile ngoba sekuyathengwa kudla siqhubeka njalo ukuthengwa striker siphele khona ngalapho. That
was Zandile, one of the street hawkers or street vendors who are selling here at the Lebombo Port of Entry. As you have said, trucks are being processed manually. Remember, kilometer 4 after Nhlanhla Jele burned during the strikes sometime during the week. But let me just show you what is currently happening. Although the border is now fully operational, if you can just take a close look at some of the stalls that we are seeing on a normal day when there is no unrest in Mozambique, when everything is flowing here at the border entry, these stores are packed. People are here, people are buying, people are selling. If you can see, Ulungile is just showing you that some businesses in Xolisi are open at this moment. People are starting to slowly come, businesses starting to pick up. But as Uzandile has said to us earlier on, that during the week when the border was opening and closing and so forth, their businesses also took a knock. So it's not only these are the businesses that took a knock and lost millions, but also these informal traders who are here at the port of entry also made a huge loss, because some of the food that they would prepare here in the morning would rot because nobody would come to buy. And true to that, when we also came here during the week, there was nobody even at these stores. Earlier on, we spoke to a lady who says they're making money through Mozambican nationals who come and register for bank accounts where they can get paid when they go to work in South Africa at the local farms around here. So now they are happy that the border has been open, meaning that business will start picking up again. And of course, the criminal elements that were taking place here when it was closed will obviously subside or come down in policy, because now it's operational. Now they're not forced to deal with people trying to cross the border using illegal routes. But as we have heard Uzandile saying, they're calling also for the protest action to stop in Mozambique so that things can go back fully to normal in policy.
And actually, you just led me straight to my next question, Nhlanhla. Insofar as security is concerned right now, are you seeing a heightened presence of security there, because there are those opportunists that might take advantage of the situation right now?
Indeed, throughout this whole week, we've seen heightened number of police or security being heightened at this port of entry. We saw SANDF here as well. We saw Border Management Authority guards here. We also saw police who are also on a rotational basis, also checking the ports. Of course, if we were able to move up to where they are moving illegal, I'm sure we'd see SANDF members who are stationed there. Remember, some people don't actually use the port to cross to Mozambique or come to South Africa. They actually take these illegal routes. However, SNDF members are stationed that side. Police are stationed that side. Yesterday in the evening, we actually saw a police van full of people who were taken trying to cross the border illegally, and they were deported to Mozambique. So yes, police are heightened. Security is added. Also on the Mozambican side, if you remember correctly, BMA officials told us that in Mozambique they also deployed their soldiers just outside Nhlanhla Jele, which is the border gate in Mozambique, just to ensure that what happened during the week doesn't continue to happen, so that we don't have this open and closing, stopping and going, especially at this port of entry. Also, it's important to note is that this port of entry is one of the biggest. It's actually the biggest, and it operates 24 hours. So that is why we see security being heightened, and police, of course, on the ground, BMA guards patrolling up and down the streets into the border and outside the border.
That's reporter Nhlanhla Jele joining us there at the Lebombo Border Post. Thanks very much indeed for that update.